Yo, what up? Okay, so all I'm doing today, right now, and I just thought I would share this time with you, is I have a gig coming up, and I gotta dig into some Earth, Wind, and Fire tunes that I have always wanted to like really dig into, but I ain't really had the reason to. And when you got other stuff going on, you know, you gotta prioritize. But here's one of the tunes that I do have to deal with. It is Earth, Wind, and Fire, In the Stone. And all I'm doing right now, I'm gonna just do it real quick because I need to run some errands, and I actually need to go to Guitar Center. But what I'm gonna show you is, since I don't want to get demonetized and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna play the bass part, and I'm gonna clean up these sections here. The sections will end up being a chord chart, right? Now, if you don't have Songmaster Pro in your possession, you need to use that link. You need to use this link right here, right there. You see it? Use that link to get your hands on Songmaster Pro. All right, I'm going to leave it up there for a little while. So what I'm going to do is go to the wave section. Actually, I'm going to go to the mixer section and just make sure we got chords. If we click on this, so we're gonna double click on this, call this the intro. I gotta stay focused here while I'm with you. So we're just gonna call this intro. I'm not gonna clean up the chords right now. Sometimes the AI will trip a little bit, and then we'll have to clean up the chords, but we ain't gonna worry about that right now. Woo! Woo! I can listen to that all day. I think we got a vocal here, so let me focus.
I found the love by the key.
Come on, man. Get that link. Get that link, man. Get that link. I'm gonna still say this is intro. Verse.
I found the love by the key.
Ours written in stone.
Do you believe, my friend, in what you play?
Come on. Double click on this and call this a verse, man. Let me focus so I can get up out of here. God, come on. He's like, yeah, dog it. Can we just get it? Just give a second, a moment of praise for the pocket that this is. Ah. Woo! This is a long verse. Woo! You hear that? Listen, this is why this kind of granular control is why Songmaster Pro is the best thing, hands down, on the market for this kind of stuff. There is no app for it. And yes, if you use my link that's on the screen, yes, I get a commission for it. But this is what I use when I'm trying to do deep work, right? When I go through here and I'm like, make these sections and all that and listen to these and get the vocabulary out of this line, bruh, it's over. It's over. Then I go into the gig. I know the song better than just about anybody, right? I know it, not as a competition thing, but just so I really know it. Okay, so now we got. Okay, so this section, we're gonna call this something else. We're gonna call this and then you really start to learn something different about these arrangements. You start seeing the arrangement and you're like, Upshur, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. You don't tell nobody what I told you in the DMs, though. God. So, I just want to call this.
Never, my darling, never you be hard. Never, my darling, never you be alone. Ever, forever, my darling, true love is better than stop. Never, never, my darling.
I mean, what would you call it? You know what? I'm gonna call it a chorus. I mean, I guess that is the chorus. Mug push funk. So I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna just call it a chorus for now. Obviously, I can change that, but look at what happens. What starts to happen with everything I do here is going to end up being on this chart over here, right? And clearly labeled. I will say this. These can, because they are long charts, it's kind of a pain in the behind if you want to read them on a gig. I don't suggest that if you don't have to. I don't suggest reading charts on a gig if you don't have to anyway. What I suggest is using this time to really get inside the tune, right? But it can be a valuable cheat sheet when you need it. You know what I mean? So
never, my darling, never you be hard.
Okay, so we got that section. And then what are we doing here? Let's bring some rhythm section in here and see what's happening. Oh, this is a whole nother bag. I forgot about this. Oh, this is the cold-blooded ass outro. So one thing that I would do yeah, man, hit that like button for the algorithm. Jason, come on, Jason Compton, being a cheerleader. Hit that like button for the algorithm. I want that silver play button this year. Okay, so what I might do here is I might put the notes for like what the time is. You see what I'm saying? I might put those notes in there because these sections are the type of sections that get people in trouble on the gig if everybody doesn't know, if people are guessing, right? No. Boom, 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 boom. It just makes you feel good. Okay, so 1 and 2. Now, I'm going to tell you also one thing that I am doing as a value add over at Groove School is in addition to, song tutorials, you also, like when I'm prepping for gigs and stuff like that, I'm just recording that stuff and putting it over in Groove School. So if you want to, I'm not going to put the tutorial type things, base tutorials are going to be a little bit more sparse here on YouTube, so that I can add value to the folks that are already at Groove School. I can continue to add value there for them. So if you are not a member of Groove School, you can try for 7 days. You can go on and click that, go to the link there, grooveschool.co/store, and get the trial. Because I really want to get inside this bass line. Look at this. Oh, I know what's happening here. This is Solace Noir. What's happening? No, I'm comparing to Moises. And I think Moises is a good piece of software. Don't get me wrong. It ain't this. It's not this. Okay, so this is the outro. So we'll just double click this and call this outro. I liken Moises more to a tool that folks would use to not only just Band in a Box, and I used to use Band in a Box way back in the day, Solace, but it's a different bag. So with this, your tracks, the original tracks you put in here, you use AI to get stems, and you could essentially create your own backing tracks out of the original tracks. Where do you get the tracks from? There are songs that you buy from iTunes or wherever you purchase your music from. But if you own it and you have it on your hard drive, if it's an original tune or whatever, you can go on and use it in here. So essentially, I can go on and click on those chords, right? And the chords will be, we can, like, for instance, let's say if I click on that, let's say the chord was that ain't it. We know that's not a major. That's not a dominant 7 chord. It's not. We can change the chord type. Obviously, it's none of those. It's just a B major chord. If we wanted to put slash chords, we could do that. But that's not applicable here. So we're not going to do that. But again, what I'll do, like when I'm really, really, really trying to get inside a tune, I will, like this intro, we'll just keep that intro there. But if I want to really get into the verse, I can really zoom in. Let's zoom in. I got lotion on my finger, so it's not, so I can't, that's going to get weird. So somebody told me, somebody commented the other day that they can't stand cursing, my cursing. I don't curse that much, but I will go from like 50 to 7th grade real quick with my sense of humor. So I don't mean to offend anybody, but let's live a little, people. Allie on bass. You know what, Allie? Pete. Yo. I'ma tell you, and I did a Allie on bass. I did a comparison, and that's really how I came in relationship with Songmaster Pro, was because I did a comparison video on Moises and Transcribe. This is like if Moises and Transcribe had a kid. You know what I mean? That's what this is. And I'm with you. I use I still have Transcribe. Transcribe is super dope, but you can't separate you can't get stems. And as far as the AI goes, the head-to-head comparison that I did between Moises and Songmaster Pro, the separation is comparable. It depends on the recording. That's pocket. That's pocket. Woo. Okay. So right here, this. Right there. So what I'll do right here is I can hear that something different is happening, right? So we're just going to put a section marker here. And I can, I can just put that there as a verse or whatever. This song, I wouldn't even say Band in a Box is for composing. I certainly wouldn't use Band in a Box for composing. When I did use Band in a Box way back in the days, I used it to practice like play along. But the first thing you said, it took up way too much space on my hard drive. Way too much space. And it was confusing. It was a confusing program for me. Okay. So Pete, watch this. I'm gonna go on and say that this we'll add a section marker here, and we're just gonna call this also interlude. And you could change the colors and all that stuff if you wanted, but this is what I like to call knowing a song and not knowing just the bass line, right? When you are going to do some deep work and you get I played a gig Saturday night. It was a really, really fun gig. And it was party stuff. It was a corporate event, and it was just like calling tunes all night, just calling tunes. And you kind of know it and you kind of don't. This gig that I'm preparing for is, I think I can talk about it. It's a 90s R&B. They were a black version of a boy band back in the days in the 90s. And so we're doing a gig here, and they're gonna do some of these tunes, Sorry, I just got an email about the gig, so just wanted to check that. The name of the group was Front Page. Anyway. So even if there's just the bass, like I can hear the melody and there's all these different cues that I'll hear and want to, I want to know the form of the song. We kind of forget that. It's easy to kind of overlook that when you're just trying to like learn a groove or whatever, and you learn the groove, but then you have to understand the form of the tune as well. I'm supposed to be on the road to Guitar Center. See, y'all got me. So also, I'm going to be honest with you. So a gig I played on Friday, last Friday, there was no singer, but there was me who sings and the guitar player who also sings. And so we wound up doing stuff like, and it was like, dang, I didn't even know I really knew the words to this song or that song, but I've played it behind so many people for so long. You know what I mean? That it's like somehow the words get ingrained in you, and so they just come out. That's why I really believe in this whole like catching, some things are better caught than taught. So like when you're listening to music and you're really like absorbing it, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. Y'all know what I say. What I say is just a way, not the way. It just be in there. Sometimes. Man, this song make you feel so good. Okay.
Never you be hard. Never.
Woo! That right there. Gotta
Be hard. Never, my darling. Never you'll be alone. Ever.
So, I would just call this. I would be good with this as the form. So you see this at the top here, right? So doing this work for me, this might help somebody else. But for me, even if I'm a little like shaky on things, if I've done this work, I have a mental picture of what the blocks are, what the building blocks are of the song. So even if something goes awry, which it sometimes does, I can be an anchor. And I think as a bass player, I think the bass player is the most important member of the band next to the drummer. And the bass player, whoever the bass player is, whoever is operating the bass frequency, because we are the link between rhythm and harmony, we just have to be a solid foundation. Somebody posted in one of the forums the other day, they were saying, is your band as strong as your weakest link? And I said, well, if that weakest link is your bass player or your drummer, you're screwed. You know what I mean? And then somebody kind of challenged that and was talking about the singer. I'm like, maybe the singer after the bass player and the drummer. But I'm gonna tell you, if the bass and drums are right, you can make a lot of things. You can polish some turds if you have a good rhythm section, like building a house. But if the rhythm section is whack, forget it. Forget it. This is the tangent, but check out Dingwall basses. I almost had a Dingwall bass for free, and I let somebody else get it because I couldn't finish the task to get it. So anyway, here I have this mental picture of the form right here. You guys see it? Right there, just doing that work. And then I don't need, you don't need this chart. But if there was a chart, if I did have have the chart in front of me, right? But when I go to practice, it's going to follow the chart. 2. Now, check it. When I go to listen to the groove, boom, I just bum. You dig? I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you something else that's really cool. Okay? You guys ready for this? You are not ready for this. You are not ready for what I'm about to show you. You are not ready for what I'm about to show you. Let's see here. Where am I going? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Song info. Oh, man. Hold on a second. I got to make this smaller because I can't see it. The resolution on this other monitor is kind of goofy. So that's why. Okay. Hang tight. Hang tight. Just hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm going to download the lyrics. And I want to show you what happens. In the Stone is the name of the tune. The artist is Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay. You guys see what happened just now? Do you see what I see? See what happened? We got lyrics, baby. We got lyrics. You see that? Come on.
I found the love book by the key.
Come on. You can't beat this. Can't beat it with a stick, man.
I found the love book by the key. Unlocks the heart and souls of you and me.
Now, it looks like it's a little bit off, but guess what? You can move if you needed to. If you needed to, you can move the lyrics. So that I comes like right there, right?
I found the love provides the key. Unlocks the unlocks the heart and souls of you and me.
Come on. You see that?
I found the love provides the key. Unlocks the heart and souls of you and me.
Come on, man. Let me get off here. I need to go to what's that place called? Guitar Center. I need to go to Guitar Center because this cable that I have in my pocket, you see, the cable is in my pocket, man. Cable is in my pocket. And this cable has died on me, but apparently there is a lifetime warranty on these monsters. This is not a monster. This is a Mogami. This is a Mogami. So I'm going to go and get this cable. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to learn this tune. So excited. You know what else I'm learning on synth bass too is treat her like a lady. All right, y'all. Be good. Be good. I hope your week is starting off to a great start. I hope it's off to a great start. Today's my dad's birthday. 2 days after Prince. True Gemini, let me tell you. That's my guy. All right, y'all. How often am I wearing out cables? Dude, I actually been wearing out cables quite a bit lately. But one of the reasons I'm doing that, Chevy Dot, and I'm really getting off, is because in my space here, I've done some rearranging and stuff. And then when I'm recording content, I will roll over cables quite a bit. So it's my own fault. Anyway, y'all, have a good day. I'll catch you next time. There's a video dropping at 2:30. Make sure you come back. All right, peace.